Monday Night Football. And this, when I talk about like there's a shark, if you watch Jaws or Open Water, there's blood in the water in this football game. And if you have been following on Twitter or social media, the New York Giants look like they might be quarantining their entire offensive line. How did that work out last week when the Raiders quarantined their entire offensive line? They got thumped on the football field. Now you have high school Joe Judge and his boys trying to take on a hungry pass-rushing Tom Brady squad. Now, Godwin's probably going to miss this football game. Maybe be back next week or the week after that. Antonio Brown, not eligible to play this week. He'll be back at some point over the next week to two, and he'll be able to be inserted. But I'm just looking as a perspective where the Giants stink overall, and now Daniel Jones is going to go be a sacrificial lamb because there's a really good shot that all of the Giants' offensive line could be out for this football game. My goodness, is a number high enough in this one? I look for it, like when you get a line of 10.5, and let's just say some of the game is off the board at some outlets here. I immediately go to the first half, and I try to find a 6.5 and say, there's no way Tampa Bay is not up a touchdown at the half on this horrendous football team. That's the way I'm going in this one, Kyle.
Yeah, and then you got Devontae Freeman sort of banged up too, and it's not like Tampa Bay is easy to run the football on anyways, so now it's just, holy moly, what are they going to do on offense? Oh, we're going to throw the ball. Well, that Tampa Bay secondary vastly improved. Now they are going to be without, I sort of gaffed here on Tuesday. It's after this week that Antonio Brown can debut, and you've got the Chris Godwin injury. So they're going to be relying on Mike Evans, who I will say, James Bradberry, if you go look back at his games in Carolina and even last year, James Bradberry has been very, very, very good against Mike Evans. So it's going to be a tough game for Mike Evans. He historically does not play well against James Bradberry coverage. James Bradberry's shadow coverage has gotten much better over the past several weeks. So that 12 points, even though, I mean, the Giants are absolutely terrible. That football team is dreadful. It might be a little bit hard. You might see a lot more running in this game from Tampa Bay, Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, because outside of Evans, who I do think struggles against James Bradberry, they're going to Scotty Miller and Justin Watson and, Gronk. This could be a Gronk game. Still got to lean Tampa Bay. The Giants, you can't trust them in any facet, especially against a Tampa Bay team who is, in the top 3 in sacks, now without your offensive line. All signs point to a Tampa Bay blowout here, but you get a little nervous when there's such limited weapons for Tampa Bay there. If you're relying on Watson and Miller, it could get a little greasy, but I still think Tampa Bay is good enough to win by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I got him up 7 at the break. That's the way I'm going to go on this one.